Hello, 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 my MVP family, friends, visitors. It's a brand new day. It's another grand rising day. Another day when our hearts can just feel the sunlight, the warmth of the sunlight, the brightness of the sunlight, and we can appreciate it and we can give thanks that we're still here in the land of the living. Another day when we can show kindness to somebody somewhere. So I am compelled to share this experience that I had on my way from Jamaica. So I'm in the airport, and first we sat down to have breakfast. And the breakfast wasn't great. As I said, I was explaining to my aunt that um I fully understand, but sometimes less is more. We ordered pancakes and my daughter ordered the omelette. My pancake, when it came, they gave the little bit of syrup, but they gave these three huge pancakes. But they were more like dumpling cakes because you could see, I'm not judging, but from the texture, it was not fluffy and like it came out of the box. It just seemed like they added. It wasn't brown, golden brown. They were more white. So you just seem like they stretched the mix to get more from it, but the texture was bad. And so I had to leave at least two and a half of them sitting there. But I had also ordered some fruit and I did ask, it was fresh fruit. There was papaya, there was cantaloupe, there was melon, um, there were strawberries came with yogurt. But because the breakfast was so bad, my daughter couldn't enjoy her breakfast either because it was it was what they showed, what they offered on the menu was not what they served. And it just seemed like, oh, we don't do mushrooms anymore. We don't do this anymore. There was so much stuff that they don't add to the omelet anymore, but still they are promoting it for that. So every day people come in and they ask for an omelet and they're not changing the price. They're not, you know, it is what it was. And my daughters told them no cheese. I don't need any cheese in it and what have you. But yet they put the cheese in. It was so not good. My daughter had like two forks, and that was it. And then they serve with the three chunky pieces of bread or toast, whatever they call that. And anyhow, it's not here or there. When you buy food on the outside, you know that it's sometimes or oftentimes it's not going to be to your liking. The only thing is if you're promoting something, then try to serve what you are promoting. Don't sit and say this is all the things that we have in an omelet when you only have like peppers and red peppers and some green peppers and onions in it, I think. There was nothing else. Um So anyhow, I asked them for the fruit because we left. We paid and we left. Um, and the fruit, I asked them for a container to take the fruit with me. So we took the fruit, and on our way, we had passed a Quiznos, and we thought since we're not getting food on the Spirit Airlines, I love you, Spirit Airlines. I love you for the fact that now you go nonstop. But again, you get a seat and everything is costly. But I understand again, Spirit, that your fares are cheap because everything else that we touch has to be paid for. Um, so we saw the quiz and we decided to buy a sandwich so we could have it on board. And then we didn't even enjoy the breakfast, so we were gonna be very hungry. And as my daughter turned back and I kept walking to gate 18, kept walking. And as I got there, my phone needed to be charged, right? So at the Digicel um um station right there, and I am I'm charging my phone. So as I'm standing there with my things, I had the fruit in my hand. I saw a lady coming. Don't know her name, don't know her from Adams, but I saw her coming, a cleaning lady, and as she comes up, very pleasant, I was going to throw the container of fruit in the garbage bin, but then it's like a mind and a little thought came to me that why before you throw it, why don't you ask her? Why don't you let her know? And I reached out to her and I said, "This is all fresh fruit with yogurt in it." I said I didn't eat it. I ordered it, but I don't want to carry it anymore. And And she said, "Don't throw it in there. Don't throw it in there. Put it on top." Oh my God, you saved me today. You really saved me today. God bless you. She said, "Leave it on top. Leave it on top." So I left it on top and I went back to the station and she went about her business. I didn't look where she went. I just stood there charging and looking in the direction for my daughter to come. And as I stood there, because when we came in after we checked in, and we're in there the duty free shopping. We were looking at some things to buy to bring back. And then all of a sudden, we're looking at souvenirs, we're looking at some Blue Mountain coffee. So I had that money in my pocket. I'd put some dollars in my pocket for that. And we walked around and the thought, I'm like, you're buying these things, and a lot of times people don't even appreciate it because you bring it and they it's not something they wanted. It's something that's odd for them. You bring a coffee mug, but they have already had their special coffee mugs. So this, as I looked at the things and I'm evaluating, I am thinking, I don't think I need to bring back stuff that people are just going to toss out, that people are not going to appreciate. So I pushed the monies, I left the monies in my pocket. But while I stood there, and the lady, when I gave her the fruit, and I heard her make the comment, "You saved me today. God bless you." I was standing there. I was standing there, and I was thinking about her. And I thought about many like her in Jamaica who work so hard. They work so hard, but their paychecks are so little. Everything in Jamaica is so costly. It is so costly. They're so overpriced that I know that as they come out to work each day to keep areas clean so that when we come in, when I went there and I had to use the bathroom was so clean, so fresh, so clean. And I know that these people who are who are at the bottom of the totem pole, doing all of this for the big corporations to make their big dollars, that those at the bottom, they get little or nothing. What they make is enough just to pay back into taxi fare, and the saga continues and the struggles continue. And I'm standing there and I'm looking at how clean the area is, and I think of her and I thought of the words she just said, and they just kept ringing in my ear. And then I turned around, and when I turned around, it's still in the area, wiping down and picking up and doing what she needed to do. And I reached in my pocket and I called her. I said, "Miss, could you come here?" And when she came, I just took out all the money that I had there. It's going to buy souvenirs to bring back for my friends who did not need it, who probably would have thrown it out because recently we had a teacher who went back to her country, and somebody had given her a mug from Jamaica. And in her throwing out, that was something I saw that didn't mean a darn thing to her. She didn't take it with her as anything of any with any kind of sentiments attached to it. And the thought came to me, and all these little things are coming to me. And when I called her and I handed her, she didn't, I don't think she counted how much money it was. It was in US currency. But I just gave her all of that money that I was going to use to buy a half a pound of Blue Mountain coffee for how much dollars? For all the things that I was looking at for $10 or all these big monies. And I said, take this and pay your car fare. I mean, the amount of blessings that lady placed on my head. I'm telling you, my people, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please subscribe to it, please. And thank you. Please donate to our soup kitchen as we continue to bless those who are in need on that beautiful island of Jamaica. Please share the videos and leave a comment for me, guys. Tell me how you feel when if you have ever traveled to Jamaica and you have ever looked around you. Have you ever noted the hard work of those people? Have you ever thought about how little they are being paid? Have you ever thought about how much they pay from that little bit to get to and from that job? If you haven't, please think about it and tell me in the comments, guys. Because today I want to add to this and I want to talk about kindness. And this, as I looked and in my heart, I knew that kindness it's a lot of things. It's a lot of things. It's not only giving, um, giving things, but it's also doing. And so I found this inspire kindness, and I wanted to just share it with us. This is Kindness 101. What is kindness? How do you teach kindness? And it says, yes, you look up the definition for kindness, and it says that kindness is the quality of being friendly, generous, and considerate. And those three words cover a lot. And kindness can mean a lot of different things to different people. It's about how we choose to show kindness in our daily lives. So we can show kindness through empathy, through accepting people for who they are, for kind gestures, thoughtfulness. Possibilities are entirely up to you. A kind word spoken, it's been helpful. It may mean doing nice things without expecting nice things in return. Kindness is more than just being nice, right? Would you prefer to describe you to be kind or nice? That's something to think about, people. Would you prefer people to remember you or to describe you as being a kind person or just a nice person? So, understanding that there can be a lack of sincerity in just being nice, right? Being nice is often doing the minimum, whereas being kind is doing intentional, voluntary acts, not only when it's easy, but when it's also hard. People, let us remember that kindness is free. You don't have to pay for it. It doesn't cost a penny, right? So kindness is a movement. Has somebody ever done something kind to you and all you wanted to do after was paid forward? Yes. I think today I don't care about what people talk about. Oh, you don't need to talk about the kind things you do. Yes, you should. Because kindness is something that you can teach to others. When we tell our experiences, somebody might be moved by that experience and want to go out and find ways to also show kindness to others. A lot of people feel comfortable in their zone and feel that, well, you know what, I worked hard and I did and I have. But once you start talking to them about the kind things that you do and how you affect others, many times they feel compelled to go out and do the same thing. So many times people do kind things to us. And because of that kindness, I'm sometimes like, you remember the neighbor that this morning they were saying, boy, they didn't have tea for the children or whatnot. And somebody came and blessed you and show you some kindness. And by the time you get it, you're knocking on their door to say, listen, I just got this. I got to come give you some. Right? So kindness is a chain reaction. It's a wave that keeps rolling and all it needs is one person to start it. I'm sure that kind deed, when that lady gets a chance to cash in those dollars, she's going to be happy enough to give some to somebody else. So one small kind act can cause a ripple effect that impacts a whole community. When Bev Brown packaged out those bags, it wasn't a lot. But because of her willingness to be kind to others, God put it in the plan that as I came up with the idea to start the Blessing Soup Kitchen, that I pinpointed her. She, because of what she did, started a chain reaction. She was only able to reach out to 3 people. But with the Blessing Soup Kitchen, we're reaching out to 15 or more, 17 sometimes. And because of what we started, she had the legs to do and the hands and the heart to do the cooking and with Miss Dawkins, Sister Dawkins, to help get the food out to the people. Then I felt good to do my part on this end. And as I did my part, we had you guys who supported the GoFundMe to jump on board and do your part. You had Miss Ruby, who not only donated to go to the GoFundMe, but also packed 2 barrels to support the soup kitchen. So this one little kindness, guys, this little thing that Bev Brown did, that Life with Bev Brown, please go over there and support her channel. This one little deed that she did. And for me, being able to see what she did, it triggered that in me that if I collaborated with her, we could have been able to affect a community. So again, kindness, guys, it is a chain reaction. And one small kind act can cause a ripple effect that impacts an entire community. And if we all are focused on being kind, we are creating a movement of change. So you know that famous, be the change you wish to see in the world quote? The quote isn't just about change, and it isn't only about one person being able to change their world. It's bigger. It's about a movement that can be started from one person acting with intention. Kind is love, and love is kind. Think about what love entails and what it means to love someone. Well, that's kindness. It's been selfless, it's been caring, it's been compassionate and unconditionally kind. Like love, it takes practice to understand and feel it. We share love with others through kind acts such as a smile, a nice word, an unexpected deed, or a planned surprise. When we offer these acts to others, We make people feel good inside. We pass along hope. We promote peace. We show the power of kindness. We show the power of God's goodness in us. We remember his words to let our light shine before men so that they will see our good works and glorify him who art in heaven. We are humans and therefore we make mistakes. We can be kind in our response to ourselves and others when those mistakes occur. This means thinking before speaking, forgiving before seeking revenge, and thinking about long term relationships. If we could all remember that none of us are perfect, we would be a lot kinder to each other. Let us offer grace. Let us be kind. First, we must be kind to ourselves. It's in our nature to watch others, which is why it is so important to be kind to yourself and show kindness to those around you, to people and kids especially, so they can learn kindness just by seeing what you do. Practice it, practice it, practice it. Learn to say thank you. A lot of us don't know how to say thank you. A lot of us quickly forget kindness. But my old grandmother said, never forget kindness. She says, never forget kindness. One of the best way to teach kindness is by being intentional about it. Volunteer, give compliments, donate. What's the key word, guys? Donate to charities. Hold the door for someone. There are so many ways to be an example of kindness. What better way to teach kindness than to show it? Go out there today, people, and show some kindness. Donate to the soup kitchen so we can continue to feed those who are needing there in Sunderland, Jamaica. Show kindness by doing, by doing. Kindness is an action word. So let us go out there and do some kind deeds. Thank you, my people. Thank you with love, respect, sending strength to those of you who need it. Trending Live TV, thank you for all you do. I'm sending you strength today. Jet, Jet, oh Jet, I'm sending you strength likewise. And to all of you, Mojo Joe, as you go through this time, Miss Ruby, as you go through these times of mourning, I send you strength on behalf of the MBP family. Much love to everyone. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you for sharing. To Jay Jordan, thank you so much for sharing. And to all of you who have watched and encouraged and support, I say thank you today.